guys, I'm back with another 180 Wave video, another 180 Wave live. I was figuring out if I want to go live on Friday or Saturday, but I was just like, let me go live now. I feel like the lighting's good, everything's good. I got a lot of questions to answer and a lot of things to talk about on just 180 Waves. When I'm back, got the mic, got the Goated mic, got good quality, pretty decent quality. I've still got to figure out my camera situation, what camera I'm gonna get, everything like that. But yeah, really want to make this video. Really want to give you guys some tips, some games, and pretty much an update on what has happened in the past couple of days on my wave process, because my waves are a lot better than my last live just because of the things I've been doing. So before I really get started onto that, like everything, make sure you follow me on Snapchat. My Snapchat is Brios or Die, BURRITOSDIE. That is my Snapchat. Make sure you follow me on Snapchat, everything like that. So that way you are notified on everything I post and pretty much just updated onto like 180 Waves and everything like that. So, yo, what's up? I don't know if you're still here. Yo, what's up, Isaiah? Hopefully you might be in here, you might not. But yeah, what's up to you? Really want to go live and like give y'all some tips and everything like that on what I've been doing. And people been asking me about biotin too. I'm talking real fast because y'all don't really like super long videos, and you know what I'm saying, me rambling. So I want to make sure I like get right into it. But a lot of y'all been asking me about biotin, like how that works, how it's been working for me, and like how I use it. So I haven't used biotin lately, but biotin is like the go-to product for waves, like 180 Waves and everything like that. And basically what I was saying before, like it works from inside and then it goes to your hair, skin, and nails. I also say like you can try the 10,000 and the 5,000. Make sure like you don't take too many because it can break you out. And I use like the pills. I'm pretty sure that's all they have, but it's like a green bottle. And I use the pills for that. And that's been really good if you're trying to change like your hair quality. You want your hair to be like pretty much even and consistent all the way around. So make sure you get that. If you are struggling or you feel like your waves could be better, try that. That has been like a quick tip, a quick, easy thing without even having to brush, but it just makes your waves a lot more manageable and a lot more easier to get good waves. Like, especially if you're trying to transition from 180 360, that's like my best advice, my go-to product if I decide to get it. And then it helps train your waves too. So, you know, sometimes your hair is different depending like before you wash it, after you wash it, pretty much biotin is going to lessen that time on basically like your hair being curly or your hair being like trained or whatever. So I highly suggest you get that. Get in Nature Valley. It's in the green thing. I think I got one too. So not one, but like kind of like the brand on which that I use. But yeah, this is like magnesium, but it's the same. It's like Nature's Bounty. Like it's like that. No, it's not. Yeah, it's magnesium, but it's gonna say like 1,000. It's gonna say like 1,000 right there, and I don't know. It's gonna say 10,000, and that's gonna be like the extra strength, and it's gonna be like amazing. How much is it normally? Biotin normally is like I think $4 or $5. I think like $4 or $5, and you go to CVS and you get it. It's like a supplement because I'm also like a supplement guy. I like, you know, trying out supplements, testing them out and everything like that. So it works and it's really good. But also too, for the people who are watching, like rewatching live or whatever, I really want to get on you guys on making sure that you are getting the right brushes. I really want to get my own, I was gonna say, I really want to get my own brush and everything like that. I just had to do some like legal stuff. But make sure you get the right brushes. Definitely keys to make sure you get it from 180 360s and make sure you're getting the good progress. So I always say Torino Pro, make sure you get a curve brush. It really don't matter what number. I know they had different type of styles and numbers and everything like that. I'm gonna see if I can pull up like a picture of the brushes that I'm talking about on that. But you want to make sure you get that, like just for like just progress in general. Like a lot of times people are asking me for like 180 Waves to 360s. Just get the Torino Pro so that way it like covers up like all of your hair. Like, you know what I'm saying? It gets from like sides, the corners, and all the angles. So make sure you use that. And then also using like good products is definitely keys to this. But I always tell y'all Torino Pro, and then that's just the one, like the golden one I've been using so far, and has been really good for me lately. So I think I have mine. I didn't really want to bring the brush in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's not really good for me. But on there, yeah, make sure you get like the hard, medium, and soft one. Get all three. I always say that. Always make sure you get that. That's always good. That's always good. That's always what you want to get. What is this? Who is? My name is. Oh, that's something else. But yeah, they look like this. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you get the red one. You see like that. I think it's called like a 470. But like I think it's based on like the type of brush that you like, the hardest you got, like the one you like, and it changes the number and whatnot. But you can get these from Amazon. I'm really, really trying to come out with brushes for y'all. Like that's my main thing. I really did try like to get that because I just feel like um, I'll be a good judge on the quality. Like I'll be able to tell you like or add different things to my brushes that I feel like other brushes don't have. And being that I do like videos and stuff, I feel like it'd be a good transition and to be able to sell y'all brushes and stuff like that to get y'all to get progress. But yeah, that is also important. I also want to jump on like make sure you got like do rags and stuff like that. Like I know everybody has them, but making sure you're wearing it every day. And that's pretty much how I got like better progress from like last live I had. Like go check that out. Just make sure like you're wearing your do rag consistently every day. Like routine is also important, but just make sure like you don't miss a day. That's always just gonna help out with just progress in general. Like if just using that daily is just something you gotta have. Like you gotta do it. So a lot of times people do get bored of it, like with waves, just wearing it, just continuously wearing it. Sometimes people skip, and I can tell if you skip a day, like pretty much on like where you do at, because your hair is not gonna be as laid, and then two, like your progress isn't gonna be as good for like how long you've been doing it. So just keep that in mind. Being that I, what I'm saying, do waves, it's easy to understand like what I'm saying, where you lacking at with like the brushing and then or just like the do rag or just like even the products too. Or sometimes people don't use any products. So that's also been a problem. Sometimes people don't use nothing. Like they just brush. And I have to like re-teach people that like, no, don't not use anything. Like sometimes people feel like the natural way is good, the natural way of like doing nothing, just brushing it. But it's gonna make you slack. It's going to make you not go as hard as you can. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to see the progress that you want to see, which is not good because that's not why y'all like watch wave videos. You want to go crazy with it, especially on TikTok. If you watch TikTok wave videos and like everything like that. You say you've been slacking, but sometimes um, slacking is a part of the process just because you're normal. You know what I'm saying? You got life going on, everything like that. Sometimes if you do go places, you might not have your do-rag, you might be out of town. But you can always recover. And I feel like that's something I want to dive right into too, is just recovering from not having a do-rag or recovering from not brushing. It's real simple. You just get back on your routine. And the routine is just basically brushing for an hour. Like if you brush for an hour, you can get away with a lot more stuff. But you don't want to slack, but it's going to happen. Like if you're being consistent and you have waves for a long time, you're going to have periods where you might not do something exactly the same way every single day. But you can combat that by getting the cut, like trimming it down, making sure you're using different types of products, and then using good products like day and night, and you'll get right back on it. But the reason why you don't want to slack, or if you're going for 360s, it's going to show in your pattern more compared to like 180 waves, because 180 waves is like quote unquote easier as people tell me, but you can, because you cut the size off, you're not really going to notice forks and stuff like that. But don't slack. You know what I'm saying? If you do want your waves to be goated, don't slack. But also to use products that benefit you. You know what I'm saying? For example, like for me, Shea Moisture is really good. So how I combat slacking, or how I combat like me being like quote unquote lazy or whatever like that, is that I put the moisture back in my hair that I took out from washing. So that helps me out a lot, because sometimes people have waves but they don't use the right products, they don't use the right conditioners, so you can always bounce back quicker or even beat out somebody who has good waves by using those products better than them. So I always say that. And then shea moisture is natural. That's another thing. Um, you said I tried to get the cut you talked about, but the guy faded the back and the sides. Oh yeah, I think the drop fade. Yeah, I was dealing with that problem too. Like just not liking the haircut that I got. And I definitely know the pain on that because you don't want to show up your waves if you don't get the cut that you like or get a cut that you were expecting. So really on that, you got to make sure you get a barber that you like and understands the cut that you get because it's going to determine how hard you go with the brushing. You know what I'm saying? Going with the routine. Because if you like the cut, from what I noticed, especially from my experience, if you like the cut, you're more likely to keep up with your wave progress. So that's one of the main things. Like even if you cut your hair like super low or you lose progress, if the cut's fire or the fade is really, really good, you're not really going to be that too much concerned with it because you know the cut is going to last longer because you know what I'm saying, you got more hair taken off, but you know you can regain it. So that's a good thing about waves. You can always bounce back. You can always get into it. But just make sure that you like the cut. Like get the cut. Oh, you said, oh yeah, I think you was telling me that. Like, I think your family was saying like you had to. I think you weren't able to get a cut, and they chose the barber and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just a part of it. But once you can finally choose your barber, everything changes. Like really, your motivation to waves and everything like that, or just having your favorite go-to person, it makes you want to get a cut, and you're more excited to get your haircut because you know how they're gonna cut. You know what I'm saying? When you have your go-to person, you know what they're good at. You know, like your favorites about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I definitely recommend backup barbers too. Like, but have that one dude or female if it's a lady cut, and having that one person that you can trust is very, very important. Like being able to choose that person, know they cuts is worth the extra money. Because like for me, I think I was wearing hats or whatever like that, just because I didn't really too much like my haircut at that point because it was a little bit lower than I wanted. I knew I could get back to it, and I knew I could like regain the progress that I lost because my hair was kind of cut lower. But like having that cut is important. That goated cut is important, bro. Like I don't think it's talked about a lot, but it's just gonna increase your confidence on like getting your brush sessions together, like getting your wearing your do at because the cut gonna be too fire to mess up. So you said, but my mom said he too far. Yeah, that's another thing. Generally, if a barber is really like into their craft, like they like it. What's up, Jay Carter? But really, if a barber's like really into their cut, like if they like real serious on their craft, they're gonna take longer like on the hairline, and they're gonna take longer on the fade. I've noticed that if they cut you less than 30 minutes, they really trying to just make money. But if they take 30 minutes plus 35, 40 minutes, I think one barber was taking like 45 every cut session, but he was also charging me like $80. And I think he went up to like 100 for like just one cut. I think his lineups was 45, like off top, but he was that talented because he had the tools. And it blew up that TikTok I got. I don't know if you've seen it, but like it blew up that TikTok. So I just from him cutting, like his skills just progressed my waves, like to where people were more interested in my waves just from the cut alone. Like the TikTok blew up mainly because of his cutting skills. So definitely invest the money on that. It's gonna wake you up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You get a good cut, you get a fresh cut, got a nice fade. It's gonna make you more motivated to do different things, be like more social and stuff like that. Go different places, meet people, talk to that girl, whatever like that. So it's very important. I think that's one mistake that like I would have took more seriously when I was in high school, like or younger, was like getting those fresh cuts every week, like every cut or whenever I need it, like not slacking. Because you know what I'm saying, people taking pictures, you know what I'm saying, you on Snapchat, especially this generation, y'all on Snapchat, y'all on Instagram, having that cut is important to y'all. That's like y'all image. That's how, you're gonna look back on like pictures to remember times. You know what I'm saying? You want your cut to be fire every single time. So That's one regret I feel like I would have done better on. Is just making sure I had that cut that saying, that I love. Like I was like, damn, my waves was this, my waves was that. That like, all that. You said I'm struggling with a barber, just moved. Oh my god, that's exactly what I was dealing with. Carter. You said, well, you graduate. Oh yeah, congratulations. I remember you was telling me that. Yeah, I think you said your mom had an LLC. I think we was talking about that too. And in your music, your Spotify, you still gotta send me your Spotify. Is that Spotify? I think that was Spotify. I still haven't downloaded it. But you said I'm struggling. Yeah, finding the barber is the hardest part. Like it's finding the barbers is the hardest part because how do I explain? Like new barbers, I'm not saying they have to mess up first before they get better, but it's the problem. What I've noticed is like new barbers. Not everybody knows how to cut waves. That's what I'm gonna say. Not everybody knows how to cut waves in different lengths and everything in fades. So you have to find a person that knows how to cut waves, listens to you, and knows how to fade. Like, and that's not easy to find, especially like if you're in a new area. So for Carter, I would say like if you get that, I think I got on my phone the cut app. Like that's what I have to use. You know what I'm saying? Because you're able to see their cuts and you're able to see how much they charge and stuff. It's a good app. I actually thought about doing this app, but I just didn't have the funding to do it. But let me see if I can show you the thing on it. Oh, cut up. Yeah. Like download that right now, bro. Like especially if you in a different area, because it's gonna happen. But yeah, it looks like this. It's on Android and iPhone, but basically, it's gonna help you out, and you can book an appointment and stuff like that. Because a lot of barbers here, like in Georgia, they won't cut you if you don't have an appointment. Like you can't just walk in, which is weird. But they turn down money a lot. Like if like I think I was like visiting my family or whatever, and I was like, I needed to cut. You know what I'm saying? If you out of town, you're not gonna be able to get it. You know what I'm saying? You can't notify somebody the day before or a week before. But they was like, yeah, if you don't got an appointment, yeah, you can't get cut here. Like it was like that, and it was just sitting, chilling, and everything like that. I don't know their schedule, but I was like, y'all not that busy. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that many cuts, but basically, it keep up with your cuts too. And then sometimes people do. What is that? Like I've been using it for a minute, but like sometimes people do promotions and stuff like that, and it tell you like if it's confirmed. Yeah, Tampa is walk-in only. I'm confused with that. I'd rather have appointments. Yeah, I'm bad. So, not saying I'm bad with time management, but if y'all notice on my channel, like I'm trying to work on it, like upload schedules and stuff like that. And I had like many different jobs at different times, so I would like simply forget about it, or I'll wait till the last minute, or I'll be busy with work. And then I think at the time I was doing real estate. So it was like I was all over and I would like forget about setting an appointment. But yeah, basically this app, if you got it, Carter, the app is gonna find like pretty much the GOAT barbers in your area. So you can figure out how far you want to travel to get your cut. And then you can see their Instagram, you can see like different cuts they have. And it'll be more appointment. You can find people with appointments because a lot of people are on it. Just let me know too, like just in case I'll go to Tampa, like which barbers like are fine, because it's a good app to have too if you travel. Like if you're going from like Cali, if you're going to like what I'm saying, major cities and stuff like that, you can really get a good cut. You know what I'm saying? You can really get a fire cut. And then what else? You can they can post your pictures and stuff like that. But it's a really good app. Like oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. It says like find barbers. It's a find barber location, right? I'm like promoting this app heavy, but it really shows you how far they are. Like it's like a GPS, basically like what they call it, a location. So based on the locations, these are all the people that show up. So whenever you move, you know what I'm saying, you move different places, you could be like, all right, let me see what they cuts looking like. Let me see if they got like if they know how to cut waves. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I look for is like the fade and if they cut waves. Like let me see one guy if he got it. So yeah, oh yeah, he pretty much like 180, pretty much. So it's like, for example, like they'll have their cuts showcase like on it like that. So you know what I'm saying, you'll be able to see like, all right, I feel like they know how to cut, or I like how they do lineups and stuff like that. They also do like designs and stuff. So it's a really good app to have, like just in case. And I think that's the only app like that. But yeah, the cuts, to like further explain that, the cuts are very important because it's gonna either motivate you or you're gonna be unmotivated if the cut's not good. Like it sucks it's like that, but with waves, it's I appreciate it. Like these not real glasses. Or sometimes I like to have like glasses and stuff on because I used to wear glasses, so it's just like normal for me. But I appreciate it. But yeah, just make sure you find a barber. That's really what I talked about is like find a barber that you like and consistent because that's gonna make sure. Oh, you said no care if I appreciate it. But yeah, just make sure like you take care of find somebody who's gonna take care of your hair. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the worst thing. You put in a lot of work, put in a lot of time for waves, especially if you try and do different types of waves. You gotta have somebody who know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have somebody who knows how to cut. You know what I'm saying? So and then two, I ended up not switching barbers intentionally, but I ended up changing barbers because my barber is really far from me. I think it's like 30 minutes. And I sold my car. So I had to go somebody else. I used the app. I had to go somebody else. But the guy, I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of better now, but like the guy, like he kept going over my hairline, kind of like, and that kind of it burns me for me personally. Like my hairline is like kind of sensitive up there, and it's little, but like it just didn't. I didn't like it because I had like a whole like line right there, so it just messed up the waves, and it was too low. He cut it like at a 1, and then I couldn't see the mirror too. I think he knew the cut wasn't that fire, so he was trying to hide from the mirror, but I couldn't see the mirror that was in front of me, and it really messed up my wave. Like I wasn't really brushing, I wasn't really feeling it. Like I was like, I don't really like this cut like that. Like it's not something that I normally get, and my other barber is better. So I wasn't able to do that. Like I wasn't able to go, and I wasn't able to, say enjoy my cut during the time, like the money I spent. And he washed my hair too. I don't recommend people washing your hair like at a, for waves because they might mess up your pattern. I don't know. I don't really recommend that too. Just to throw that in there. Ever since I was told brush too much after brushing 5 times a day, 3 hours, I kind of start having less and shorter sessions. Yeah. They it's always good to like have like intense sessions, like not brushing real fast or nothing like that, but having like timed better brushes. Because I think you were saying you would brush like at different intervals, like kind of like 30 minutes, and you would set an alarm. I remember you were saying that. Oh, mass gaining guy. Yo, you need to I've been slack. I ain't been working out, but yeah. You said Dax Wave and Groom was goaded. Yeah, I remember that. I think is it blue? Let me see. But man, I ain't been working out, bro. Like sometimes I know it's like working out something. Well, I can't speak for everybody, but I'll be losing motivation sometimes. I'd like stuff be going on, especially if you work. I'd be like, man, that just doesn't work. Any working out is just whew. Let me see the Dax Waves. Oh no, that's the OG one. I think that was when I was talking about my last live. Like Sporting Waves wasn't always around. Like it was that, and it was the Murray's, that and Murray's. See, I know, you know what I mean. I know about that because my brothers used to use that, and I used to use it too. But Murray's so thick, man. Like you get, I don't know how to explain. Like you had almost had to warm it up, especially how they had it in the metal. They only had it in metal. They didn't have it in plastic stuff, like plastic containers. Yes, bro. I remember that. Yeah, they said they're gonna mess up. Should you brush 3 or 4? Should you brush 3 or 4? I think you're saying like 3 or 4 times a day. No, that you can do like once a day, but just make sure your sessions is like an hour. Like for your that's this is like real time. You answer that quick. So yeah, like for your brush sessions, you can do like a 45-minute session, hour session, right? Um all right, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Isaiah, send me that Spotify, bro. I'm trying to get into some more music. I gotta make one. Now I switch iPhone. I gotta figure out, bro. But like, hit me up on Snapchat and send me the Spotify, whatever. So, all right, peace, man. So yeah, for the the sessions, you can do like a simple session, right? You can do like a 30-minute, 45-minute session, an hour session. It just depends. Uh, hey man, nice seeing you live. Yeah, I haven't been live, but yeah, just do like a consistent session. Use a good brush. Y'all seen the Torino Pro? I could just show you everything, but use you know what I'm saying. Use a wave brush specifically. Spend the money on that, and gonna use the app. Keep my style tonight. Oh yeah. Send me that for sure. I love when y'all send me progress because it keeps me up on my tips. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of y'all be like, yo, this helps. So if y'all don't tell me like it's helping, like I'm like my tips ain't hitting like that. So it always keep me on my toes on tips. But yeah, I'm gonna look up the brush for y'all that I specifically recommend. You know what I mean? Like this is just something that you need. You know what I'm saying? If you're a waiver, you gotta have that. That's Torino Pro. You want a hard, medium, soft too. You know what I'm saying? Stuff y'all already know if you've been watching me. But just in case if not, I want to tell y'all about that. So this one it's on Amazon too. So you feel me? You can do this. And this is before, before I make my brush. I'm telling y'all to get Torino Pro before I take over. You know what I'm saying? Before I make some crazy brushes. I'm trying to put Torino Pro on the game. And bro, I used to use Diane. I used to use Diane, bro. That just brought me back down memory lane when I had a Diane. That is crazy. That was a long time ago. But yeah, make sure it just look like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta get nothing like expensive or nothing crazy, but just make sure it got that curve in it like that. Because it's gonna help out with your pattern and making sure it's like it's even. And then make sure you say you got a soft brush, make sure you get all three, bro. Like, especially if you want like crazy waves, get the soft, medium, hard because your hair is gonna grow. You said if you scratch your head and you see stuff on your nails, does that mean you need to wash your hair more frequently? That is a good y'all be good. Listen, if I didn't know what I was talking about, I would literally y'all be asking some really good questions. Like that is a really good question. Let me make sure I pay attention. Let me make sure I give you. Hold on. Okay, so for the waves, I don't even know if you probably left, but basically, you asked me if your waves, like if you see stuff in your nails when you scratch your head, it just means that's product buildup, like product buildup. Make sure I say that. I think the mic should catch it real good, but that's just product buildup. It's gonna happen with your pomade because you got to use pomade. So no matter if your hair is like super clean or if you haven't washed it in a minute, that's just really kind of like pomade, and it's just like your products combined in one. And the way to stop that is using shampoo and conditioner one time. You can do it once a week and kind of go from there. You know what I mean? But if you are more active, like let's say, saying you work out, you running, you playing football, like a lot of y'all like athletes, soccer, that's a big thing I've been seeing. You got to wash your hair more than that. And what you do to combat that is do a co-wash. So just look that up, see what co-washing method you do. But that's basically just using a conditioner. So if you are seeing a lot of buildup under your nails, like when you scratch your hair or whatever, just get more into like co-washing. That'll help out a lot. But it doesn't mean that you need to wash it more frequently. It means you need to co-wash it more frequently. Like just use conditioner only so it doesn't dry your hair out. So that's how I would say for that. And you say you try to wash once a week. That's good. If you want your waves, you know what I'm saying? If you're really serious on getting your progress, that's really, really good. But you know, you can always ramp it up. You know what I'm saying? If you were being more active, you feel me? You said, man, more accident. Listen, I swear. But yeah, you can ramp it up. Be like, all right, I want to wash my hair. I want to co-wash this many times. I want to actually wash this many times. I want to do 2 times a week though. Wash, you know what I'm saying, with shampoo and conditioner. And I want to like co-wash like 3 times a week or something like that. Like you could do that. But don't wash your hair before you go somewhere too. That's another thing. That messes up your waves because your pores are still open. So remember that. Yeah, you said you use a Diane, use a soft brush. Yeah, you said I stopped waves for a little bit. That happens, you know what I'm saying? You said because I have ash in my head. So I'm kind of using biotin for. Oh yeah, so I feel like you took the advice. I think you got the biotin. The biotin gonna help you, bro. You know, don't worry about it. It happens. It just means you know what I'm saying. You got to strengthen your hair quality. So kind of focus more on your scalp because the scalp is like the soil to your head. You know what I'm saying. And then the better your scalp is, like the healthier your scalp is, like skin on your scalp, the healthier your hair is gonna be, and then the better quality is gonna be. That plus biotin is goaded. That's what I did for me, and it helped it grow back. And you can use different oils, like I was saying, like peppermint oil, tea tree oil is awesome. I haven't put it on my channel in a minute. Tea tree oil is really good. I think I used the TCB tea tree oil, like a hair grease, but I was goaded. It was expensive. It was at the beauty supply store, but it was goaded. It was worth it. I think I paid like eight, 9 for that, but it was big and it worked. You said I use Torino Pro soft and medium. I need more strength to get. Yo, no. Hey, yo, yeah, that hard, bro. You be bleeding after that session. That's facts. That hard brush is not for the weak at all. You said is pomade really necessary to have great waves, or is it just brushing with oils, conditioner, shampoo enough? Pomade is very necessary on getting to the elite status. Um, I don't know what waivers you watch or like know about, but they're all using a pomade. They may use a different type of brush, but you know what I'm saying? If they have a channel or they have a platform, pomade's the way to go. That's the safest way, and it locks in your progress. Like I always say, it's like a memory card, and I use the gold one. I believe the other guy, mass gaining guy, he was saying the Dax. You know, you also had the Murrays. So it's very necessary for black men. If you're a black man, you know what I'm saying? It's very necessary for us because our hair is wild. You know what I'm saying? One crazy week, you know, one crazy night, you wake up, your hair is like completely different. And you know, like for us, like every day, our hair can it feels different. Different products react different to our hair. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes with waves, you can't have your hair too long. So to combat that, pomade is a really good invention, like a really good product because it lays it down. You know, it controls it a lot better. It controls our hair really well. So that's the first part. It is necessary. I would say I would want you to use it if you can. And then you said is just brushing with oils, conditioner, shampoo enough. So for that, with shampoo, conditioner, and like oils, I'm assuming you're talking about like shower brushing. That is like the cheat code, like to get waves quickly. If I do a video like how to get waves fast, like how to get waves in 30 minutes, I'll show shower brushing because your hair is gonna be easy. Like as a black man, like knowing that your hair is gonna be easier to deal with when it's soaked with water. So you're gonna see your curl pattern lay down better with water than nothing. So that that helps out, bro. Like so it just like everything like everything works together. You know what I'm saying? Different products just work together for you to get you to elite. You know what I'm saying? So one necessarily isn't always better than the other, but certain techniques and routines get you progress faster and it gets you elite faster. So that's how I would have to say. That's what I would say to you. You said you should change your name to I think you said one. I think I saw that 180 Jeezy. No, you said, oh yeah, you should change your name to 180 Jeezy. Yes, bro. Like that shit would be funny. Like, who the fuck? Who is this guy? Like, but yeah, I've been doing it for a minute. Like, that's really why I started doing videos. Cause I've been doing it. I was young. Like, Um, I was waving for a minute. Like, I was waving. Like, I was 8. I think I was 8. I was like in third grade, third, second. And once I figured out Sporty Waves, like, y'all gotta understand, I was a jit. Like, I was young. Once I figured out like what Sporting Waves do, I was addicted because it laid my hair. I had waves, but Sporting Waves, you give a 8-year-old Sporting Waves and a do-rag, bro, it's over with. Like, I started becoming a scientist with this for real because it was like I was getting compliments from like teachers. I was getting compliments from like girls, like bad girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was getting compliments from them. Like, everybody was just noticing it. And I feel like before, like, I was getting noticed before, just like me being me, but like waves, people treat me different ways. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like when I get a good cut in waves, it's like the attention just get directed to me. Like, that's just how waves is. That's why I want y'all to get on it, because it's like, bro, you can pull any, you get the good, bro. Women love waves. Like, everybody just are so interested in hair. Like, I've noticed that even with my channel, like, y'all know I really don't post like that, but I get hit up. Like, I post a lot. So it's like a lot of people are, it's like a science. It's like a lot of people are interested in waves. No matter what, waves just won't die. Like, it's a good hairstyle to have. But and then you said, because I heard people say that maybe instead of pomade, use a butter or some other natural product. Yeah, with natural products is good, but it's not strong enough. That's the only problem with like natural products and black people, like our hair, because natural products is going to promote curls. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much need curls to get waves, but you gotta, in order to get good waves or get waves that you want, you gotta control the curls. That's how I would explain it. So the pomade is really the only product that's gonna lay your hair down. I mean, unless I make a product, you know what I'm saying? Get in the lab, make something. But it's just like that's the only thing that's gonna control our hair, bro. Like for me, I ain't, I ain't been going crazy with it just because I ain't like my cut, as I was saying earlier. But I I use pomade. I would use a little bit of pomade. It goes a long way. Even when I was younger, I would use a lot more pomade. But it's just something about sleeping with a pomade with a do rag is gonna progress you like that. Like, it's gonna take you to the next level. No matter what your hair type is, no matter what you feel like your hair is capable of, pomade and a do rag is gonna have you goaded. And it's quick. So it's nothing against like butters or other products, other natural products, but it's just nothing really is gonna lay it down like pomade. Like, I don't think anything has really been brought to us, the wave community, to where it can lay it down as good as pomade. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she said so basically just try not to overdo it with pomade and you should be good. Yeah, like you don't have to use a lot. You don't have to use a lot. When I was younger, I used too much. Um, I would just slap it in my hair. Like, I wash my hair I'll slap it on when it was still damp. I was just trying everything. I was just trying to figure out like what's the best way. I'm trying to pull this girl. Like I was young. I was like, all right, let me just put it in. You know what I'm saying? And it worked. But yeah, don't use too much because the more you use it, like if you use too much, you gotta wash your hair more often. And it's gonna mess up your waves in a sense because it's gonna dry them out because you're gonna wash too much. But if you do want to use more, just co-wash more. You know what I'm saying? Get to just use the conditioner in the shower. Like you don't have to use shampoo, just use conditioner. Gold versus black sporting y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? You get the gold and golded. The gold, listen, gold, GG, gold, golded. All you gotta remember is good. This is a good product. I've always used. Well, when I was younger, they didn't have the gold one. They had the black one. They had the black one, and they had Murray's, and I think they had Dax. But the gold one is the superior hold out of all of them. Even the 360 style one, I don't really like. It's too loose. Like it's the consistency is like kind of I don't know. It's too buttery. That's how I explain it. So just get the gold one. The gold one isn't butter. It's kind of like glue. The gold sporting waves is like a hardened glue type, and that's what you want to use the sporting waves for, because that's gonna lay down your hair real good. So you said so. I guess it would go like use an oil then a pump exactly, because the oil is going to help your scalp out, right? But you still got to worry about your hair. So it's like the oil is going to moisturize your scalp and your hair, but the oil really doesn't help out the hair as much as you think. Like it works, but for us wavers, the pomade works for us the best. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to get you attention. That's what's going to get you a following, everything like that. And you said sleeping with products is something that seems so funny to me. Yeah, it's important though. It's a lot of it is kind of, I would say, girly a little bit. It's kind of like, oh, let me do my hair before I go to sleep. But like it really helps out your hair as a man. You know what I'm saying? It really sets you apart from like other men. Like I've noticed for me, like because I use products, like I use good stuff, you know what I'm saying? I use stuff that like cost money, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't always at Target. Like remember back in the day they didn't have a section for like black hair and stuff like that. So using that, it was just kind of like I would use it, but over time, I guess people would notice it because people gonna see your hair. But like I'll be places and then they'll be like your hair. Like, how did you do your hair like that? Like, why is it so shiny? Why does it look better than other men here? Like, you're starting to notice it. And it's because the products just over time, like you using products and staying on that like routine, like your hair is just gonna get different. It's gonna get better. It's gonna be healthier. So that's why you do it, is so your hair can be healthier. And you know what I'm saying? You can get elite. Cause I feel like my hair, I mean, I was younger, but like I feel like my hair when I first started my channel was really good. Like my hair was the waves probably weren't that good, but my hair quality was there for sure. Like with the Shea Moisture, with the oil, the argan oil. Like I was using a lot of products, but it was working. I mean, it was goated. Like I was really going crazy. I wasn't worrying about the pattern as much as I should have been. Now that I know that, but it was a good thing I've noticed. So yeah, products help out a lot, and it makes it so you don't have to work as hard. You know, work smarter with ways, don't work hard. That's with anything. If it's a way to, don't reinvent the wheel. If it's a way to do something, you want to try it that way and then make changes later. You know what I mean? Like that's something that I learned even with waves and the YouTube channel. People are doing something. You don't always have to like separate yourself from what everybody else is doing. Like you could involve yourself in something and then make your changes and tweaks after you understand the mechanics and like the routine on how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I recommend to you on that. Because if not, you're gonna end up working harder than you have to, and it's gonna hinder your progress. Like it's gonna just make you have to brush more, figure out what type of products use different products, what products you want to have, but you're gonna have more issues. So just like what I'm saying, do the routine but change up the product. I would say that, but still do the same routine that other people are trying or like that's working for them. That's what I would. That's what I recommend to you on that. But I don't think y'all got any more questions. I've pretty much like answered everything. I addressed everything that y'all asked me. But if y'all do have a question, just let me know. I like going live better, I think, because I can like I can go live longer and I can answer y'all questions faster. Like you can just type something and it's like, all right, bet. Like let me answer that. Or that can even be a video idea. Like, so it helps me out both ways. And it's like live. So when I end it, it's already uploaded. And we got the bangers. All right, man. I appreciate it, Carter. You said, how do we mirror brush? How do we do mirror brushing? So I don't think I got a mirror out here because I'm in the kitchen. But like, any tips? Because I find it hard to angle my hand mirror. So I can't really show you on here. Well, I can kind of give you an example, but basically, you got to make sure. It depends. Okay, you got to know. And I look at my mirror on, and I look at my mirror. I find it hard to angle my mirror. So basically, what you Simon is like, you gotta, what is it? How do I explain it? Like for the mirror brushing, you gotta make sure that you're using the right brush. That's probably your main issue. Like I could just kind of tell off top. It's really not the angles, it's the brush you're using. So it's generally the brush, and then I would say like you gotta use a big enough mirror, but it's really the brush. You gotta get a brush that if you don't have a Torino Pro already, hopefully you do. But it's really the brush. You want to make sure you have a soft, medium, hard brush and being consistent. But you also want to use pomade because it's probably not saving the progress that you got. But basically, for the mirror brushing, you just gotta get in the mirror and actually look at every brush stroke that you do. You gotta look. You gotta look at the actual, like the big hand mirror. You gotta look at every brush stroke. You don't want to blind brush. That's what they call it. When you brush with no mirror, no nothing, you just kind of freehanding it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna cause more forks. So you just gotta look at the mirror and do that consistently. Like every time you brush your hair, don't blind, like make sure you're in the mirror. Like that's how I recommend to you. But if you do still find it hard, because I struggle with that too, especially in the beginning. Like if you do find like mirror brushing hard, like it's difficult, just get a curved brush. I always say Torino Pro, but like make sure you get a curved brush, right? And you get in the mirror and it's gonna help out with your angles. You know what I'm saying? So he said, yep, that see, I don't even have to look. I've been listen, Simon, you not listen. A lot of times people get caught up in the subscribers and all that. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this. I already know you might be the type to be like, listen, I don't need to buy all that extra shit. Like, I don't need that. I don't need this. A brush is a brush. It shouldn't be that hard. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was. I was like, I was in my ways. You know what I'm saying? So you can't. You already know. You already know. Because I got to say, listen, we the same person. Man. Let me show you how. Hold on. Let me see if it's right there. Let me see. We the same person. I found mine. Where is that? Oh, it's that. I don't know if you still on here. Hopefully you are. Listen, we the same person, bro. This is something I don't even want to have my brush in the kitchen or like that. But we the same. Throw this away, bro. Don't have this. I need to make another video on this because I guess people kind of like watch my videos. Throw this away because it's only covering this little portion of your head. It's making more forks. It looks like you saving money. It looks like you saving money, but you really ruining your waves. You really making your waves worse. Actually, I know, bro. I've been doing like y'all. I ain't saying I got my degree in waves, but I got my degree in waves, bro. I'm telling you, I bought this. When did I get this? I think I got this like, bro. This thing is probably like 4 years old. I think it's 4. Throw this away. See, no, you trying to hold on to it, bro. Just throw it away. I don't know why I still got mine. I probably need to throw mine away. I ain't no action why I got mine. But I don't like throwing brushes away. I don't know. But throw it away, bro. Don't even try to shower brush with it. I don't even use it. I might do the most for you. Throw it away because I feel like you probably like are a newer waver than I am. Throw this away. Hold on, make sure you throw this brush away, bro. Don't have this. Just let me throw it so it can make a sound effect. Like, bro, throw that in the trash, bro, because it's gonna mess up your wave every time. Every time. It's a reason why nobody else will use. I'm probably the only person on YouTube who use that brush, bro. Even the little kids who making videos, they don't even use that brush. And I was like, dang, like, yes, bro. So you, you, it's for you. I'm like, you're the only one in here right now. Listen, remember this. Remember I told you this. When you become elite, your waves get crazy, go crazy. Remember this live. Go back. It's gonna be up on my channel. Go back to this. Throw that brush away. You gonna go crazy. Like that's all it took for me. Was just doing like listen, like if you go on my channel, I literally have a video talking about some brushes don't matter. If I delete it like that, like I'm over there giving people like different types of advice. Mind you, I'm like a new waver on YouTube. It's not helping your progress. It's not helping your case at all. It's just making your waves worse because when you had that brush, I think I'm gonna go off for the hour. I think I want to like specific. I'm at 53 an hour, but like basically, it's gonna cut your waves. Like right now, I don't even got to see your hair. One side is gonna be waved up. One side gonna be half waved because depending if you left-handed or right-handed. And then don't even look at the back. The back probably terrible in a sense because you can't see it's slicing waves and you not get it to connect. So just get rid of that, bro. Like I'm telling you. It's holding you back, and I feel like you had you're seeing waves, but you just probably are stuck at that specific problem, and that's the problem. It's not even the session. It's not the mirror brushing. The mirror brush is gonna help, but just get you a curved brush, and everybody gonna be on you at that point. Everybody gonna be like, "Yo, he the wave, go." You know what I'm saying? How you do it? They ask you for tips and everything, but I wish somebody would have told me that. When I had my double-sided brush. Don't shower brush with it. Just, you know what I'm saying? Invest in a good brush because there's some good brushes out there. Like I can admit that I was wrong on that on my channel. I'll tell y'all that brushes don't matter. But the brushes do matter. You said, well, I've been on and off with waves. Started back again, hoping to make progress. Yeah, that's normal. That even on my channel, I've noticed people like they fall in love with it, they fall out of love with it, but they always come back. Like that's one thing I like about waves, Because if you make videos on it, it's always like somebody gonna be like, all right, let me check it out. Or they'll get motivated and start back. You said it's been 2 weeks since the cut. So yeah, you probably due for another cut. That's generally what we do. We do 2 weeks. So yeah, just make sure you find the right barber. You know what I'm saying? Find the right barber that you trust, that know how to cut waves. Throw the brush away. Don't try to keep it. You probably gonna keep it anyway. Like I know you hear me, but you probably gonna keep it anyway. But invest. I don't know how old you are, but yeah, invest into a good brush. And then until I make my brush, when I make my brush, buy my brush. And you know what I'm saying? I had it on my channel at some point. You know what I'm saying? You can buy mine, you know what I'm saying? My 5 brush, because it's gonna be good. But yeah, don't try to make it work. Just get rid of it. Like that's pretty much it. And you said maybe when I get the next cut, I'll try to notice the crown. Yeah, I mean it's up to you. Like if you want to do 180 or 360. Yeah. See, that's I'm glad I'm making it live and stuff because I'm starting to see that people are starting to do 180 waves instead of doing 360 off the jump. So yeah, start with 180 waves first and then transition because it's going to be a smoother transition to do it that way than to jump right into 360s. That was a mistake that I feel like should have been addressed in the wave community for new wavers. But yeah, 180 waves is simple. And let's get this thought process out your head of saying like, okay, I got 180s. I'm not doing 360s. I can still use that brush that I got. The double-sided, don't use it. It's you just working harder, bro. I'm telling you. Don't use a straight brush. Just my best bet to use is find it. Go on my video link, like watch a video on mine and click the link and buy that brush. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that bad. Like it's worth it. And the brushes last too. So that's what I suggest you. You know what I'm saying? Torino Pro changed my life on that. And I feel like that's why I promote it too, because like I was like you in the sense of like saying I didn't need a good brush. Then I got Torino Pro, and then my dad was even using it. Like he was like, "Yo, this is a good brush." Like I think I got a soft one first, a soft Torino Pro. It changed my outlook on all the brushes. Like, so man, it feel like Sunday. I think because it's been raining. And it's 8, so yeah, man. I'm trying to make sure I go live, but because I feel like I got more advice. Like I got, like you know what I'm saying. I feel like you're gaining more information from me going on live than my other videos. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I know a lot more than like something I could put into like a 10-minute video. So it's like I might as well go live because it's like I can say more stuff. I'm not cut off, you know. And can we follow on Insta for like generally like my Instagram and my Snapchat? Most people just DM me real quick because like my Instagram all over the place. Like it's kind of more like personal. But yeah, y'all can follow me on there, and I'm following. That's why I get a lot of not my ideas, but like for like businesses and stuff like that. Like that's why I get like I follow people on there who motivate me and stuff like that. So that's kind of like where I'm connected. So you can follow me on there and ask me stuff. But I don't really post as much as but when I do post, it be pretty good. Like especially like videos. But yeah, you can follow me on there, ask me questions. Yeah, it's pretty much ended the live. It's more like an hour, 30 minutes to an hour, just to chop it up, you know, say my ideas, say my piece on what I think, and help y'all out, you know. Because I was going through the same problems y'all was doing. It's so funny how that works. Like somebody is doing the same exact thing I was doing like a couple years back. Oh, like the stream, you know what I'm saying? Like the stream if you find it helpful. I gotta start saying that in the beginning. But the more loud I'm doing, the better, you know what I'm saying, the more I'm gonna understand. But yeah, that's it, man. Hopefully everything works out. Let me know. Just want to make a quick video. I'm out. I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all watching. Let me in.